Okay, hello everybody. This is for students that are looking for help on our Genius level question number 3. I'm not going to work this exact problem. I'm going to work one similar to it so that you can see the steps and use that to guide your solving of the actual problem. Okay? So here's the problem that I'm going to work to solve. The sales tax in Marco City is 5%. $205 dog houses are on sale for 40% off. What is the sale price of the dog houses with tax included? There's several steps to this problem. And if I think about what I need to know what is the sale price with tax included. Okay, so when I think about a sales price, or a sale price, that means that there's a discount, right? There is a discount off of the original price. So my original price is $205, and I have to find what 40% off that whole price would be, okay? When I'm trying to find a part of a whole, the operation that goes with that is multiplication, okay? Because I'm trying to find 40% of this whole. So I know how much is coming off the price, how much the discount is. So here's my decimal. I'm sorry, it's not a decimal. Here's my percent. And you know that when we're working with percents, okay, to make it a number that we can work with, we've got to move the decimal 2 places to the left. So in this number, my decimal would be right here. I'm going to move it 2 places to the left. So 40% as a decimal equals 40 hundredths, okay? So I can multiply this decimal by this whole amount of the cost. So I'm going to say 205 times 40 hundredths. Well, everything here in this first row is going to be 0. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm done with the 0, and to show that, I'm going to put a 0 in the second row. Now I'm going to move on to the 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, and 4 times 2 is 8. And so that equals this, but I can't forget about my decimal. And here's one decimal. I have 2 digits after it. So I found, now this is where some of you are getting tricked. I found 40% of my total price. And if you notice, it says they are 40% off. So this amount is coming off of the total price. So to find my sale price, I've got to take my total amount, or my original price, and I need to subtract my discount here, because that's what's coming off the original price. Some of you were getting tricked on this. So my discount has a decimal in it. This didn't have a decimal, but I can put one right here, and I can add, because it was $205 and no cents. I'm going to subtract my discount, which was $82. You need to remember that when we were multiplying, it didn't matter where we put our decimals. Our decimals didn't have to be lined up. But when you are subtracting with a decimal, or when you are adding with a decimal, your decimals have to be lined up. And in the answer, you simply bring that down. So when I subtract this, I get $123. So the sale price of the doghouse is $123. The discount I got on the price was $82, okay? Now, I'm not finished. So I know what the sale price of the doghouse is, but I have to include tax. So when I go back and think about what I know about tax, I know that sales tax is 5%. So that means I have to find 5% of this, of this whole amount, because this is the part that I'm paying. And remember, when you're finding part of a whole, the operation that goes along with that is multiplication. But before I can multiply and do anything with this percent, I have to change it to a workable decimal. To change a percent to a decimal, I take the decimal and I move it to the left 2 times. There's a hole right here, so I can put a 0. So 5% as a decimal is 5/100ths. Now, I can multiply my sale price, my whole sale price, okay, by this decimal, and that will tell me how much I'm going to pay in tax. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So I finished that. This is just going to equal a bunch of zeros. Now I just have to put in my decimal. I had 2 decimals. I had 4 digits that came after them. And when I think about money, I know that money stops at the hundredths place. So I'm going to be paying $6.15 in tax. Now, I know my sale price. I know how much I'm paying with tax, but I have to find the price of both of those together. So if I'm combining them, I'm going to be adding. So I need to add the sale price of my doghouse, which is $123. And I need to add my $6.15 in sales tax. And I'm going to make sure that I'm lining my decimals up because I'm adding. And when you add decimals, you have to line them up. I'm going to bring that right down in my answer. 5 plus 0 is 5. 1 plus 0 is 1. 6 plus 3 is 9. 2 plus 0 is 2. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So my sale price, including tax, is $129.15. Remember that you can rewatch this video. You can pause this video. Use it as your guide if you get stuck on Genius Level number 3.